Hi guys, so today I am going to show you guys how I like to highlight and contour. I just got the new Anastasia, well it's not new anymore, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. It looks like this. You get 6 shades. I'm actually really obsessed with it now and it's going to be my go-to for highlighting and contouring. So I decided to film a video showing you guys how to use all of the color. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So to start off, I don't have anything on my face other than concealer underneath my eyes, just to conceal my dark circles. This is a contour palette, not a concealer palette, so you want to make sure that you conceal anything that you need to conceal before you go in with this palette. Now I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette. It's the banana shade, and I'm just taking it on a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, and it looks like this. So I'm just going to take the product and start applying it underneath my eyes. I'm just going to stipple it underneath there. And make a triangle shape. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And what I am noticing is that the product is really easy to pick up from the pan. It's not like hard or stiff in there or anything like that. So I like that. It also transfers from the skin, from the brush to the skin really nicely. And I think it has something to do with the brush that I'm using. It's synthetic hairs, so that plays a big role too. If you're using a brush with really natural hairs, it's not going to transfer onto your skin as well. So I recommend using like a synthetic brush like this one. Now I'm going to take it and put it on my Cupid's bow and my chin. These are all areas that I want to bring out in my face. And I'm going to connect it underneath from the Cupid's bow to the under eye highlight, like that. And then I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to take it on my forehead. I'm also going to take it and put it right underneath where my contour would go. And then it should look something like that. Now with the same brush, I'm going to take the middle shade. It's called Cinnamon. I'm going to take it on the same brush, and I'm just going to start putting it in everywhere that I want to contour with. So the hollows of my cheeks. I'm going to basically put it everywhere that I didn't highlight. I'm going to go underneath the jawline. I'm going to put it on the sides of my nose. I'm going to put it on my forehead. And I'm going to go into the darker one and pretty much put it over everywhere that I just put that other shade. So the shade cinnamon that I used was almost like a bronzer. You could think of it like that, and this is just the contour that's going to go over it. Put it on your forehead. I'm going to take this shade, Warm Coral, and I'm going to put it where I would put my blush. I'm actually going to take my finger and put it on the highlight right underneath my brows. So when you're done, it should look something like this. After I do that, I'm going to take my Mario Badescu facial spray, and I'm just going to wet my Real Techniques blending sponge with it, and then I'm going to wet my face. After I do that, I'm just going to blend everything together so that way when we put the foundation over it, it looks seamless and you don't see any harsh lines or anything like that underneath. And your face should look something like this. So now that I blended everything together, I'm going to take my foundation. I'm using Makeup Forever HD foundation in the shade N170. So I'm just going to take some and just put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, like that. I'm just going to pick it up with my finger and just put little dots all over my face. Next, I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm just going to start pressing this into my face. Now my face looks something like this. I'm going to take this sort of like banana shade, and I'm going to use that to set my highlight. So I'm just going to look up and get rid of any creasing, and then I'm taking it on my Sigma brush, and I'm just going to take it underneath my eyes just to take away all the shine and to set this all in place. So it's definitely going to brighten up the under eye and set that highlight in place. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Get rid of the creasing. I'm not going to look down, and I'm just going to go in with the brush and set this all in place. Like that. And I'm just patting it into my skin. I'm not rubbing it because it's going to take away the product. So I'm just patting it like that. I'm also going to take it and put it on my forehead where we highlighted. Down the bridge of my nose. My chin. I'm going to sweep some underneath here. Since I wanted to show you guys how to bake, I'm taking my Ben-Nye Luxury Powder in the banana shade. I'm going to pour some out onto this little palette that I have. And then what I'm going to do is take my blending sponge. I really like this one from Meal Techniques because it has like this flat side. So I'm going to take it and dip it into my powder. And I'm going to put like a lot on there. And what I'm going to do is, since I already set my under eyes, I don't have to worry about the creasing or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up and I'm just going to pat this underneath my eyes. And as you can see, a lot's coming off. That's exactly how I want it, because I'm just going to brush off the excess powder after. So I'm just going to put it and pack it on underneath my eyes. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Some on my chin and basically put it everywhere that I highlighted. This is really going to matte out my face, get rid of any shine. I know it looks a little crazy, but it's all going to come together, I promise. So now that I did that, I'm taking this Morphe brush. This is the M500, and I'm going to take some of these contour shades from the same RCMA palette. I'm just going to mix them, the two darkest shades together, tap off the excess. This is a more extreme version of contouring and highlighting. You could always just use like a concealer or anything like that, but I would only do this if I was like going out to an event or something like that. I wouldn't obviously do this every day because one, it's a lot of steps, and two, it's a lot of makeup, so it's just so really heavy on your face. So I would just do this for a night out or something like that. I'm gonna put some, I like to put some a little on my chin because I don't like my chin to look that wide. So I'm just gonna put a very little bit there. Now I'm going to take this other Morphe brush. It's a synthetic brush, it's the S4, and I'm going to take it up the same shades. Normally I wouldn't use a synthetic brush for this, but I've been using it lately and it works pretty good. So I'm just going to take it and pat it into my skin right here to really find this nose contour that I have. If you wanted, you could totally just stop after putting the foundation over contours that we did. And you could always just leave it like that and just set your face with a translucent powder. But this is more like of an extreme contouring and highlighting that I wanted to show you guys. So that's that, and I'm going to take a little bit more and just put it on my forehead where I did that contour as well. I have a pretty large forehead, so I definitely need to contour that and hide it a little bit. So you should get something like this. Now that my powder has kind of like baked into my face, so it really set underneath my eyes, I'm going to take my brush. This is the Sigma Tapered Face Brush, the F25. I'm going to take it and just dust away all of this loose powder that I have, the excess powder. Now I'm going to go apply some highlighter, blush, and some mascara, and then I'll be back to show you guys the rest of the look. So this is how the look turned out. I hope that you guys learned something. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye!